by George Maponga. The Zimbabwe Electricity Regulatory Authority Zera last year issued power generation licenses to 9 independent power producers, IPPs, with the potential to produce a cumulative 260 megawatts MW of electricity. 2 of the licenses were for the establishment of mini hydro power plants, while 6 were for solar photovoltaic PV projects. One of the licenses was for a hybrid solar and diesel venture. Zera Acting Chief Executive Officer Mr. Eddington Mazimbani said it was feasible for YPPs to run the projects viably, as the existing power tariff regime was blended for power sourced both locally and outside the country. In 2017, Zera issued 9 licenses, being 2 for mini hydro, 1 hybrid solar diesel and 6 solar PV projects. The combined installed capacity of all the projects licensed in 2017 is 256.6 megawatts, he said. Mr. Mazimbani said there were already projects feeding power into the local grid. It is feasible for independent power producers to run projects in the country, as the final tariff charged to consumers of electricity is a blended tariff from different sources both locally and for the region. Currently, some projects' power generation are already feeding into the grid through power purchase agreements signed with the Zimbabwe Electricity Transmission and Distribution Company, he said. Mr. Mazimbani also indicated the final feasibility study for the 400-megawatt Batoka power project, to be co-shared with Zambia, was being concluded, with funding for the undertaking expected to be raised from international financiers. The mooted $2, a $4 billion coal-fired Sengwer thermal electricity plant, he also said, was still at fundraising stage and was expected to kick off once the required finances had been mobilized. Government has been working to reduce the country's power import bill by embarking on new power generation projects that will make Zimbabwe a net power exporter. The country currently produces around 1,400 megawatts of electricity against average demand of about 2,000 megawatts. Expansion of Kariba South Power Station, which is already contributing 150 megawatts of the expected 300 megawatts, is nearing completion, the Herald. Zimbabwe Electricity Regulatory Authority previous post-government freezes ECD teacher recruitment support. Nihanda Radio Donatia.